It's Saturday, December 9th, and typically we have a bedded pack in my sheep barn. I've recorded a video. There's one pinned video on my profile, kind of like with a rundown of this. Periodically, we do clean it out. It is a bedded pack. It does retain heat, but when the weather gets warm like it is right now, it's ridiculously unseasonably warm. We had like 2 feet of snow a week or two ago, and it's all gone now. So we are taking this opportunity to clean out this bedded pack. And it's kind of challenging to get a perspective of how much manure is here, but we've got about 18 inches of packed manure, and they came in the beginning, actually it was the end of October. It was right before I went to National Convention. So what we do, I've mentioned before about how we started totally from scratch. So the first year that we had to clean out this sheep barn, we did it 100% by hand. We didn't have a tractor that could fit in here. The roll bar on our tractor was still on. We took that off last year, and we didn't have a manure fork that fits on the front of the tractor so that you could easily come in and take scoops out of here. Reed has already scooped out a good chunk. He had one spreader load full already, so he's out spreading that. But if you have a bedded pack like this in a sheep barn and you have to clean it by hand, but you can fit a tractor in, I highly recommend the manure forks. I grew up my entire life in agriculture and never had them. So just prior to us cleaning out the sheep barn, I was working on getting my children down for naps. My husband cleaned the cow barn, totally clean. And we put the sheep in here while we clean the sheep barn to get the sheep out of the way. They don't typically have access to a baleage bale, a wet wrapped hay bale that has been fermented, so they are loving that right now. It will not hurt them. Sheep can eat that. Blake loves the sheep. He also loves smelling hay bales now. That's his favorite activity. Every time we bring in a new bale, he's got to take a good whiff of it to see if it's good. All of our girls should be bred by now. They should be about a month and a half along. The ram went in right before I also went to National Convention. So when they went into the sheep barn, the ram went in with them as well. So we should be working on some babies here. I will have some scattered in January and February, but most of them will be born late March, early April. Also, I have some Nigerian dwarf goats if anybody is interested. This is a February doeling. Blue eyes. I also have another mama over here. She's had a couple of sets of babies, so she would be a good addition. And yes, she most likely is bred because she was in with a buckling that had blue eyes and was polled. So she may give birth to blue-eyed polled babies. I did forget to add that goat also is in fact polled. So it's a polled dam bred to a polled buckling.